Hello everyone, myself Priyanka Mishra, working as an assistant professor in CSE department at SIRT Bhopal. Today we are going to discuss on the subject that is basic computer engineering, in which we are covered one of the topic of computer networks, that is internetworking. First of all, we have identified what is internetworking, or we can define what is internetworking. Internetworking is a process or technique, or we can say it is a technique of connecting different networks by using some intermediary devices such as router, gateway, hub, switch, etc. By using internetworking, it ensures data communication among networks owned and operated by different entities using a common data communication and the internet routing protocol. Basically, we all know that internet is the largest pool of networks geographically located throughout the world, but these networks are interconnected using same protocol stack. By internetworking is possible when all the connected networks use the same protocol stack or communication methodologies. Now in this figure, it shows that how different networks are interconnected to each other by using internetworking devices. Now we are going to discuss about the types of internetworking. So basically there are three types of internetworking depending on who administer and who is the participant. On the basis of this, we have defined three types, that is intranet, extranet and internet. Internet is a set of networks that use the internet protocol and IP based tools such as web browser and file transfer applications under the control of a single administrative entity. Basically, internet is the internal networking of an organization. It means it is valid for only an organization. So the participant or the entity who want to interact who want to communicate through intranet, then it will belongs to that organization. Basically, a large internet will typically have at least one web server to provide users with organizational information. Apart from that, extranet is a network or internetworking that is limited in scope to a single organization. For example, a company customers may be given access to some part of its intranet. The third one is internet. Basically, we all know that internet is public to all, or we can say that internet is a specific internetworking device, internetworking part. It consists of a worldwide interconnection of government, academics, public and private network based upon the networking technologies of the internet protocol. So it is a successor of ARPANET, developed by DAPA of the US Department of Defense. Here are some internetworking devices which are used together to connected networks. They are bridge, routers, repeaters, gateway, hub and NIC card. First of all, we are going to discuss about the bridge. As we all know that bridge is in networking, divides a LAN into multiple segments. It basically works on bus topology, as mentioned in below example. In bus topology, if a PC1 wants to send data to PC8, it broadcasts the data to all the it broadcasts the data for sorry it broadcasts the data to all the network that are connected through the bus topology. By this, it create lots of traffic. So from overcoming this problem, we are using a networking device, bridge. How bridge works in a network? Bridge divides a LAN into two segments, that is segment 1 and segment 2, and store all the connected PCs MAC address into its table. For example, if PC1 tries to send data to PC2, data will first send to the bridge. Data is first sent to the bridge, and then bridge decide from looking forward into its routing table that to whom the PC1 wants to send data. In this case, if PC1 wants to send data to PC2, then it defines where PC2 is located, either in segment 1 or either in segment 2. Now PC2 is located in segment 1, so it discard the segment 2 and broadcast the data over segment 1. So this it can So this it can reduce the traffic on the computer network. There are there are two types of bridges that are used for interconnection, that is transparent bridge and source routing bridge. Now the next internetworking device is repeaters. So repeaters are the networking devices operating at the physical layer of the OSI model. It amplifies or regenerate an incoming signal before retransmitting it. So basically they are known as signal boosters. Now the question is that why we use repeaters. As we all know that it works on the physical layer. So basically on the physical layer the data is sent in the form of signals. It may be either electrical signal or radio signal. So when an electrical signal is transmitted via channel, it get attenuated depending on the nature of the channel or the technology that we used. So this limitation upon the length of the LAN or coverage area of the cellular network. The problem is elevated by installing repeater at certain intervals. Repeater amplifies the attenuated signal and then retransmit it. If we use a digital type of repeater, then it reconstructs signal distorted by the transmission loss. So repeaters are popularly incorporated to connect between two LANs, thus forming a large single. So in this figure I show how attenuated signals are regenerated through using by using repeaters. There are different types of repeater on the basis of firstly we have defined on the basis of the type of signal they are regenerated. Repeaters can be classified into two categories, that is analog and digital. After that on the basis of network it was divided into wired repeaters and wireless repeaters, and on the basis of domain of LAN they are divided into local repeaters and remote repeater. So in analog repeater they can only amplify the analog signal, but if we use a digital type of repeater it can reconstructed a distorted signal. On the basis of type of network we have classified wired repeaters and wireless repeater. As the name define, wired repeaters are used for wired LAN and wireless repeaters are used for wireless LAN and cellular networks. Now on the basis of domain of LAN, the connected repeaters can be divided into local repeaters and remote repeaters. If repeaters connect LAN segments separated by a small difference, then we use local repeater. If LANs are far from each other, then we use remote repeaters. Now the third type of internetworking device is router. It basically works on the network layer of the OSI model. It is responsible for receiving, analyzing and forwarding data packets among the connected computer networks. So when a data packets arrive, the router inspects the destination address of from its consult with its routing table and decide the optimal, or we can say it decide the best route through which it transfer the packet through that route. Now here are some features of routers. It connect different network together and send data packets from one network to another. It can be used either both in LAN or in WAN. It transfer data in the form of IP packets. In order to transmit data, it uses some IP addresses mentioned in the destination field of that IP packets. Here are some companies, popular companies that are manufactured router, that is Cisco, D-Link, HP, Thicom, Juniper, Norton. Now the next device is hub. Hub are the internet networking devices operating at the physical layer of the OSI model, and that is used to connect multiple devices in a network. It is generally used to connect LAN. Hub has, as we know, as all we know that hub has many ports. So a computer which intend to be connected into the network is plugged into one of its ports. When a data frame arrived at the port, it broadcasts to every other port without considering whether it is destinated for a particular destination device or not. Here is the figure in which it shows that how hub broadcast the data. While sender sends the data, it simply broadcast the data to all the participant, to all the recipient, whether it is required by that recipient or not. Moving further, the next device, internetworking device, is gateway. As we all know that gateway is a network node that form a passage between two networks operating with different transmission protocols. The most common type of gateway is the network gateway that operate at the layer number 3, that is network layer of the OSI model. It acts as an entry and exit point for a network, since all traffic can flow through across the network should have to pass through these gateway. But if we talking about internal traffic between the node of a LAN, it does not pass through the gateway. Here are some features of gateway. As we all know that gateway is located at the boundary of a network and manages all data that inflows and outflows from that network. It forms a passage between two different networks operating with different transmission protocols. One of the feature of the gateway that it differentiates from other internetworking devices is that it can operate at any layer of the OSI model. So a gateway operates as a protocol converter, providing compatibility between different protocols used in two different networks. It also stores some information about the routing part of the communicating networks. A gateway is generally implemented as a node with multiple NIC cards connected to different networks. It uses packet switching technique to transmit data across the network. The next internetworking device is your network interface card. All we heard about network interface card. Basically, it is a hardware component without which a computer cannot be connected to a network. It is a circuit board installed on the motherboard, or we can say that installed on the computer, that provide a dedicated network communication connection to the computer. The purpose of a network interface card is that it allow both wired and wireless communication. It allow communication between computer connected by local area network as well as communication over large scale network through internet protocol. NIC is working on both layer, that is on physical layer and data link layer device. It provides necessary hardware circuitry so that the physical layer processes and some data link layer processes can also run on it. There are two types of NIC card, that are internal network card and external network card. In internal network card, a motherboard has a slot for the network card where it can be inserted. It requires network cables to provide network accesses. Internal network card are of two types. First type is peripheral component interconnect connection, and the second one is industry standard architect. The next type of NIC is external network card. In desktop and laptop that do not have any internal NIC card, then in case external NIC card are used. External network card are of two types, that is wireless and USB based. Wireless network card need to be inserted into the motherboard. However, no network cable is required to connect to the network. It is suitable for while you are traveling or accessing a wireless signal. So, the conclusion of this lecture is that in this lecture we were discussed about the internet networking, the types of internet networking, and the devices that are used for internet networking. Through internet networking, we understand that how we can create communication at different networks using these internet networking devices. Thank you.